Welcome to October, a month of transition, where the landscape transforms before our eyes and the air begins to carry a new crispness. It's a time when nature signals that summer's long days are behind us, and a new season is ready to take center stage. But this year, it's a true meteorological spectacle, with weather patterns shifting more dramatically than usual and setting the stage for a memorable start to autumn. Across the U.S., we're witnessing a dramatic pattern change, with lingering summer-like heat suddenly giving way to the first real bite of autumn chill. The contrast is striking. One day you're in short sleeves, the next you're reaching for a sweater. Today, October 5th, feels more like late August in many places, but a powerful cold front is already surging eastward, promising a swift and decisive end to this unseasonable warmth. The change is coming fast, and it will be felt from coast to coast. Two air masses are clashing. Warm, humid air from the south meeting a surge of much colder, drier air from the north. A stubborn ridge of high pressure is fueling record warmth in the central and eastern U.S., allowing cities to bask in temperatures that feel more like summer than fall. Meanwhile, a deep trough is bringing seasonable chill to the west, with mountain regions already seeing hints of winter on the horizon. The boundary between these air masses will trigger active weather. Expect thunderstorms, gusty winds, and even the potential for severe storms as the cold front plows eastward. By Monday and Tuesday, a sharp temperature drop will sweep the nation, with thermometers plunging as much as 20 degrees in just a day or two. Cities basking in the 80s today will struggle to reach the 60s midweek. A full-on plunge into autumn that will have everyone digging out their fall wardrobes. This shift brings more than just a need for a jacket. It's a signal that the growing season is ending, and preparations for colder days are underway. The first widespread frost and freeze threat is on the way for the upper Midwest and Northeast, putting gardens and late crops at risk and marking the true arrival of autumn's chill. The atmosphere is resetting, and everyone, no matter where you live, will feel the impact of this powerful transition. Meanwhile, the tropics remain active, reminding us that hurricane season is far from over. A system in the Atlantic's main development region is being closely watched for potential development, with forecasters monitoring its every move. At the same time, Pacific moisture is poised to fuel a major storm in the heartland, bringing much-needed rain to some areas and the threat of flooding to others. This week perfectly illustrates how interconnected our weather is, from the tropics to the northern tier, as shifting patterns ripple across the continent and remind us of nature's power to surprise and transform. Sunday, October 5th, brings remarkable warmth from the Great Plains to the northeast, temperatures that feel more like midsummer than the heart of autumn. Across city parks and bustling streets, people are swapping sweaters for t-shirts, soaking up the sun in what should be a crisp fall afternoon. Heat that feels out of place for early October is making its presence known, with thermometers climbing well above seasonal norms. The contrast between the golden leaves and the summer-like warmth is striking, leaving many to wonder if autumn has taken a brief vacation. Cities like Des Moines and St. Louis are soaring into the mid to upper 80s, with Oklahoma City nearing 90. These temperatures are shattering daily records and prompting many to seek shade or cool drinks, as the Midwest basks in an unexpected heat wave. A strong dome of high pressure is pumping warm, moist air northward, bathing the eastern half of the country in summer-like conditions. This weather pattern is acting like a lid, trapping heat and humidity, and keeping skies mostly clear and bright. But this warmth is fleeting. A dramatic change is imminent. As the day progresses, clouds begin to gather, signaling that this unusual spell is about to end as quickly as it arrived. Along the Gulf Coast, humid air is fueling scattered storms, bringing sudden downpours and rumbles of thunder to beachgoers and city dwellers alike. The atmosphere is thick and restless, hinting at the instability brewing across the region. Meanwhile, the West is experiencing below normal temperatures under a deep trough. Mornings are foggy and brisk, with residents donning light jackets and scarves as they head out. The crisp air in cities like San Diego and Phoenix signals the engine of change. Cool breezes sweep through the streets, a reminder that autumn is alive and well in the western states. A potent cold front now drapes across the northern plains, triggering showers and isolated storms. Farmers and residents watch as the sky darkens and winds pick up, marking the arrival of a new weather system. This boundary is the meteorological battle line, set to sweep east and usher in a new season. As it advances, it will erase the warmth and replace it with a brisk, autumnal chill. The nation stands divided, record warmth in the east, autumn chill in the west, and a dramatic shift on the horizon. As the front moves, everyone will soon feel the unmistakable touch of fall, reminding us that the seasons always find their way back. Monday, October 6th, marks the start of the Great American Cooldown, a significant shift in the weather pattern that will be felt across the country. The cold front surges east, scouring out unseasonable warmth from the central U.S., and bringing a dramatic change in temperatures. Highs in Kansas, Nebraska, and the upper Midwest will tumble into the 50s and 60s, a 20 to 30 degree drop in just 24 hours. Residents will need to bundle up as the chill sets in. This front isn't just about temperatures, it's a focus for active weather, with showers and storms erupting as cool air collides with lingering warmth, creating a volatile mix. Rain will greet cities like Des Moines and Kansas City, with a wet evening commute for Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis. Commuters should prepare for slick roads and reduced visibility. The eastern seaboard gets a final taste of warmth, but clouds and shifting winds signal change. The region will soon feel the effects of the advancing cold front. Meanwhile, the west settles into its new, cooler pattern, with high pressure bringing crisp, sunny skies. Residents can enjoy the clear, refreshing air. Some snow showers may linger in the northern Rockies, a reminder of the season's advance. The first signs of winter are beginning to appear. The contrast between the stabilizing west and the dynamic east is stark, highlighting the diverse weather patterns across the nation. The nation braces for a rapid, undeniable shift into autumn, as temperatures drop and the landscape transforms. It's a time of change and preparation for the colder months ahead. By Tuesday, October 7th, cooler air dominates the eastern U.S., erasing the weekend's warmth. Chicago, once in the mid-80s, now struggles to reach the mid-60s, a textbook fall cold front passage. The chill extends to the Gulf Coast and Ohio Valley, with temperatures returning to seasonal norms. Rain and storms taper off as the front pushes east, but lingering clouds may persist in the northeast before high pressure clears skies by afternoon. This clearing sets the stage for a significant overnight temperature drop and the first frost threat. By Wednesday, a cool high-pressure system settles over the Great Lakes and Northeast, bringing crisp, sunny days and noticeably drier air. Highs remain in the 60s, requiring jackets and jumpers. Late week, temperatures rebound slightly as high pressure shifts east, offering a mild, pleasant interlude. The extreme heat won't return, but a gentle warming trend ends the work week. All eyes turn to the next pattern shift already brewing for mid-October. The real impact of this cold front comes overnight, as clear skies and dry air set the stage for rapid cooling. The first widespread frost and freeze threat arrives in the upper Midwest by Wednesday morning, with lows dipping into the 30s. Rural valleys may see temperatures at or below freezing, ending the growing season for many. The frost threat shifts east by Thursday, targeting New England, upstate New York, and the Appalachians. Expect frosted windshields and a visible sign that autumn has arrived. Gardeners and farmers must act quickly to protect sensitive plants and harvest remaining crops. For homeowners, it's time to prep for winter, drain hoses and protect outdoor taps. This first frost is more than a curiosity, it's a practical turning point. The transition from lingering summer to the first bite of winter is underway. Looking ahead, long-range models hint at another major pattern flip for mid-October. The current cool spell won't last. From October 13th to 17th, a strong ridge is expected to build over the eastern U.S. Above normal temperatures will return from Texas to the Great Lakes and Atlantic coast, another round of Indian summer. Meanwhile, the west cools down as a deep trough digs in, bringing below normal temperatures to California and the inner mountain west. This classic ridge trough setup often sparks an active storm track through the nation's center. both European and American models suggest a major storm could develop, drawing Gulf and Pacific moisture for widespread rain. The Midwest and desert Southwest could see much-needed precipitation. We'll be watching this storm threat closely as mid-October approaches. While the U.S. faces temperature swings, the tropical Atlantic is stirring. A disturbance in the main development region has a high chance of becoming a tropical storm, developing farther south than usual for October. Warm Atlantic waters could fuel rapid intensification, with models projecting a westward track before a possible northwest turn near the northern Leeward Islands. Residents there should monitor this system closely. Some model uncertainty remains, but the potential for a strong storm is clear. For now, there's no immediate U.S. threat, but any October storm in this region demands vigilance. The Atlantic's warmth and active tropics remain a wild card for the season. The Eastern Pacific is buzzing with tropical activity, and its influence will be felt across the U.S. Tropical storm Priscilla's moisture is set to surge into the southwest, bringing much-needed rain to Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. This influx will help ease drought and fuel a larger weather system downstream. As Pacific moisture interacts with a developing trough and frontal boundary, it sets the stage for a major mid-October storm in the central U.S. The combination of a strong temperature gradient and abundant tropical moisture is a recipe for heavy rain, severe storms, and strong winds across the plains and Midwest. Another tropical wave near Mexico could also develop, adding to the Pacific's impact. These distant storms often provide the moisture that powers significant autumn weather events in the American heartland. What happens in the tropics can quickly become a headline at home. This week's weather whiplash is more than numbers. It's a daily reality for millions. Wardrobes shift from shorts to jackets as the chill sets in, especially for early risers and school children. Frost and freeze warnings mean gardeners and farmers must act fast to protect crops and plants. Homeowners should prep for winter, disconnect hoses and safeguard pipes. The changing weather can affect health, from allergies to dry skin, and demands extra caution on slick roads. Outdoor plans and routines must adapt to cooler temperatures and earlier sunsets. Staying informed is essential. Check forecasts, plan ahead, and embrace the season's changes. Autumn's grand entrance is here. By paying attention, we can adapt and thrive.